Hello viewers, welcome to NIOS Studio. In part 1 on electric current of chapter 17, our learning objective would be, you will be able to understand what is electricity, how important it is in our life, what is electric current and what causes generation of electric current. What is electricity? Electricity is the presence and flow of electric charge in one direction. Using electricity, we can transfer energy in ways that allow us to do common course. Its best known form is the flow of electrons through conductors such as copper wires. How important electricity is in our daily life, we can see from here, whether we want to transfer power from one place to another, right? Transmission lines, whether we want to light our homes, whether we want to use the mixer grinder, whether we want an oven, refrigerator, washing machine, everywhere electricity plays a very important role. To understand that, we have to go back to the basic level of any material. At a fundamental level, at a microscopic level, any material consists of atoms. What is an atom? It is a positively charged nucleus around which electrons are orbiting in various orbits. They are revolving in various orbits. What binds them? It is the Coulomb force. Now, if you talk about the electrons revolving in outermost orbits, they are also called valence electrons. These forces become weak. If you apply a small electric field, they gain energy and become free to conduct. And that is what actually causes the flow of electricity and electric current in conductors. So, we can now think of electric current as equivalent to charges in motion, and the direction of electric current can be understood as the direction in which a positive charge moves. The formal definition of electric current would be, the electric current through a conductor is the rate of transfer of charge across a surface placed normal to the direction of flow. Here we have a schematic diagram. You can see, this is the cross-sectional area of the conductor which is placed normal to the propagating, charges, flowing charges. You can see the direction of positive charges, they are flowing normally, to this area, and we say that electric current has been generated in this direction. If this rate of flow of charge changes with time, then we can talk about instantaneous current. Instantaneous means at that particular instant of time. So, instantaneous current I would be defined as dq by dt. How do we measure current? The SI units of current is ampere. It is denoted by capital A. 1 ampere is defined as 1 coulomb upon 1 second. What it means is that if a net charge of 1 coulomb flows through a perpendicular surface or perpendicular cross-sectional area of the conductor in 1 second, we say a current of 1 ampere has been generated. Now, 1 ampere of current actually is a larger unit. You can define smaller units. 1 milliampere is defined as 10 raised to power minus 3, milli means 10 raised to power minus 3, 10 raised to power minus 3 of an ampere, and 1 microampere is defined as 10 raised to power minus 6 of amperes. So, how is this charge carried? It is carried with the help of charge carriers. In metals, the charge carriers are electrons. In semiconductors, the charge can be carried by electrons as well as holes. Again, this is a schematic diagram of a conductor of length delta x. It has a cross-sectional area A. You can see the charges are flowing, the negative charges are flowing in this direction, okay, and so the direction of electric current would be opposite, because it always denotes the direction of flow of positive charge. So, as I said that the smaller units are milliamperes and microamperes. These currents can arise due to flow of negative charges, that is electrons, in metals, and in semiconductors the flow of electrons and holes constitutes current. What are holes? Holes are vacancies in a crystal. Actually, holes can be thought of as absence of electrons at a particular point or at a particular position in matter. They are taken as positively charged particles having the same amount of charge as that of an electron. You will study more about them in lesson number 28. What have we learnt in this section? So, we have learned what is electricity and how important it is in our daily life. We have learned what is electric current, what causes the flow of electric current, okay, what is the unit of electric current and what are the charge carriers of electric current. Thank you.